So I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this video, just simply because it's kind of like old news in a way. But important news is never old news, or important information is never old. It's like saying, or what people did, for our country back in the day don't matter just because it happened a long time ago, or just because most of us wasn't born yet. That's not true. That's ignorant. But anyway, basically, I guess I'll entitle this like a Chalaki news. I used to do Chalaki news videos, and I'm still gonna do Chalaki news videos. I just haven't got the time to do it. And basically, what I do in my Chalaki news videos is I just talk about hot topics, pretty much, or anything that is concerning me regarding the world, news, politics, whatever I care about talking about. That's just not my regular reviews that I usually do on reality TV shows. Um, if you're new to my channel, hey, Mr. Chalaki, Chase King was here on Facebook. I'll put all the information in the bottom. It's a lot, but anyway, I just came on here basically to talk about the whole Beyonce thing, the video, the Super Bowl performance, um, Tomi, Lauren, or Lahren, whatever, and Raven Simone a little bit, just everything. All right. So pretty much, let's just go to straight to the video formation. Let's get information. You know. Let's see. I'm gonna break down a few of the lyrics. I've seen the video about like 3 or 4 times, so my memory is pretty good on that. And I heard the songs a little bit more times than that. But basically, um, let me just break this part down. My daddy Alabama, my mom Louisiana. You mix that Negro with that Creole, get a Texas Bama. I like my baby hair with baby hairs and afros. I like my Negro fit with Jackson 5 nostrils. That whole moment. All right. Now, when I first heard the song, I have to be completely honest. I didn't like it. But the video was fabulous. I thought the video was beautiful, but I didn't too much care for the song. Now, when I hear the song, how do I feel about the song? I respect it, and it is very catchy, which is very important. So I guess you can say that I like it. I'm not gung ho over it, but whatever. um Now, the actual video, it was very well thought out, I felt. And what I appreciated about the video was that she it was a whole bunch of black images. It came out in February. It's now actually March 1st. So hey, March. Mariah Carey birthday March 27th. But anyway, um I saw the video and it had a lot of black imagery. I can't say that word, whatever. And it showed the little boy dancing in front of cops. He had on the hoodie represent Trayvon Martin. It was a thing in the background that said "Stop killing us." I believe it was shot in Louisiana. She was on top of a sinking car, referencing Hurricane Katrina and how a lot of black people was very much so neglected during that time, by our former president, the one and only, the incredible George Bush. My God. Um, so, and what else? She had Messy Miles in there. If you know YouTube, you know who Messy Miles is. Um, and I appreciated the video. She had all black girl dancers. I really appreciated the video. Because in the past I felt like, obviously we know Beyonce's black, and all that stuff, but she's never quite done anything like this in the past. And very much so, if you are a fan of Beyonce or was a fan of Beyonce or whatever, if you know history about Beyonce, you would know that she started out very much R&B, which is very much so catered to and brought about by African American people predominantly. So she started out in R&B with Destiny's Child, of course. Um, and then she went on to create an R&B album, her first album, Dangerously in Love. Still one of my favorite albums. But later on, she definitely started to get more and more pop. the perfect blend of pop and kind of R&B and just a whole bunch of genres was definitely B Day, I would say. And then, she went total, pop, pop, pop. Uh, what is this? I Am Sasha Fierce, Ave Maria, and Broken Hearted Girl. And this is four. Now, four, I felt like she brought it back to life for me. This is, just I'm all over the place. Y'all stay with me, please. Four is definitely my favorite Beyonce album because it's definitely a more adult contemporary. It was more real to me. We love the upbeat Beyonce, but Beyonce can actually really sing, and we love to hear her sing as well. Well, singers, people who understand singers and appreciate the vocalists love to hear Beyonce sing. As far as her hardcore stands, they would much rather just see Beyonce, shake and rattle and roll, and do her whole routines or whatever. And that's the truth because this album didn't do too well compared to the Beyonce album and all that. And this album was way better than the Beyonce album, in my opinion. One queen with a purple hat and a pink shirt. Okay, don't come for me. Um, so it was awesome. We thought when she gave us Run the World Girls, we thought it was just gonna be a whole big up tempo album, but it was totally different. It was full of ballads. One plus one, I care. Uh, some favorites, Love on Top, of course. Start Over, Rather Die Young. Just a dope album. But the kids, the her true stands, the kids paid for, and obviously the formula she's using now, they would much rather see her do that, which is the truth. I mean, just look at the sales. Come on now. I think Beyonce is like her biggest selling album. I think. I have to check back on that. Don't quote me. Don't fact checkers. Y'all let me know. I'm sure y'all will. But yeah. But anyway, and first of all, I'm not a hater. Stans, don't come for me, please. If I'm a hater, why would I purchase all these albums? I actually like Beyonce. I think she's a great entertainer. She's a great artist, definitely. I mean, come on, come on, come on. I mean, darling, darling, darling. She's dope. Anyway, child, I'm dropping shit. I'm a mess. But look, um, so anyway, getting back to the video, I just had to, throw that whole thing in there. Anyway, getting back to the video, obviously she's never done anything like this before, and it's definitely what the whole formation thing is representing is just black power, black beauty. Stop doing this to us. She's referencing, the whole black movement, from back in the day, the whole Black Panther thing and all that good moments. That's a lot of weight on her back, obviously, and she definitely, suffered, definitely. But we'll get into that a little later on. Well, in a minute, actually. Yeah, like I got hours or something. But the actual lyrics of the song, her referencing her baby. She like a baby with afros and baby hair, and it was a whole thing about people talking about her child, and she should comb the baby's hair and all that stuff. And I'm glad she nipped all that in the bud. She nipped the whole Illuminati in the bud. The song is very simple, in lyrics and all that good stuff. But well, I don't know how good it is at her age, but I mean, hey, but it's catchy and it's fun, and you have to get a little ratchet, with it or whatever to relate and for the youth to understand. A lot of these kids, they don't know really much about the Whitneys and the Mariahs and the Celines and the Janets and the Madonnas and the Michaels and the Princes and the Tinas and the Patties and the Rethas and all these people. They don't know, and they don't really care. The youth that's growing up today, the teenagers, what they see on their television is Beyonce most of the time. So they think that Beyonce is the be all, did it all, first person to do it. She slays. Nobody slays better than her. Nobody have ever slayed better than her, and this and that. And that is what they see. But that's not necessarily their fault because they're very young, and what you see is what you see on television. Who's relevant now and dipping it and doing it. Um, But as they get older, like I did my own research and started to find out different. I'm 26 and started to find out different things or whatever. And I'm like, oh well, yada yada yada. But let's just go into Raven Simone real quick since we're talking about that. Raven Simone was very much so. She said on the View or whatever, she thought the formation video was hilarious, and she missed the whole ballroom thing. I mean, ball gown thing of Beyonce just actually just standing there and singing. When has Beyonce ever been a gown girl? She did a couple of award shows where she sung ballads like "Listen," "Dangerously in Love," etc., etc. Like I said, Beyonce can sing, um, and all that good stuff. But Beyonce is not a vocalist. Beyonce is not. Well, Beyonce is not. She's not that kind of entertainer. At least not anymore. Raven. She Beyonce is very much so. She's the Janet, she's the Michael, she's the Madonna, she's that type of entertainer. She's not a gown girl like the Whitneys, the Mariahs, the Celines, the Tonys. She's not that stand there and sing type of chick and just sell all these records. If she was, I'm sure all the pressure that's put on her with her dance moves, all that energy, all that time that she takes out to get her dances to perfection, she wouldn't do that. But obviously, like I said, her fans love to see her hardcore stands love to see her shake, rattle, and roll. We all personally love to see that. But sometimes it gets a little, redundant. It's like, okay, it gets a little repetitive. We're like, all right, dear. Quickly before this video ends at 15 minutes. I want to get into talk a little bit about the whole Tomi Lahren thing. I wonder if she a lost Braxton sister, because you know how the Braxton sisters got names that is at least 4 to 5 letters long. Well, besides Tawanda, and it's this is it Tony, Tracy, Tawana, Trina, Tamar, and Tommy with But anyway, Tommy and talking about the whole Black Panther singing the Super Bowl performance. She's a young, pretty girl. Tomi Lahren, news correspondent. She's the perfect example to me as to somebody who should just stay pretty and not speak, and we shouldn't ever hear you speak. Remember Tyra Banks referenced that like a long time ago on something. She was just like, people think their models should just be pretty and not have a voice. Um, we love Tyra Banks, and she's amazing and incredible and inspiration and smart and all that good stuff. And many models are. But Tomi is just, I'm just referencing that. But Tomi is just one of those people that should just stand there and look pretty and shut up. She's a beautiful woman because she knows nothing about the black struggle, about the Black Panthers and all that stuff. And her talking about she wouldn't care, she wouldn't have minded if Beyonce would have referenced Martin Luther King at the Super Bowl performance instead of the Black Panthers and Malcolm X, who was more so about violence. And no, it wasn't about violence. It was about don't start no shit, won't be no shit. That's what they was about, Miss Tomi Lahren, my dear. They was about, basically the whole Black Lives Matter thing, you know, and just standing up for yourself if you have to, but we would prefer not. But if you absolutely have to, then hell, I mean, it is what it is. Black people is taking so much in this world, and just in general in this world, black people, especially in the United States, have taken so much from white people, and it's something that you have no idea. Plus, she's from like a small town in Colorado or some shit. Like, girl, bye. And it's like less percent. It's 1%. What's the percentages? Let me get my thoughts together. My God, it's like the population is like less than 1% black or something. Girl, bye. What do you know about black people? Then you're 23 years old. Please, you have no idea what it's like being from the hood like I am. You have no idea what it's like to struggle. And even if you did struggle, I'm not saying that people of other races don't struggle, but it's nothing like the black struggle. Let's just keep it real. I mean, come on. And if she did with a reference Martin Luther King in her Super Bowl performance, what the hell they would have had on? Suits and ties? It's too hot for that. Beyonce was dipping it and doing it and popping it. Yes. Child, it's just ridiculousness. She's already been read, Miss Tomi Lahren, by many other YouTubers, and therefore I'm not gonna go in on her just like that because it's too late for that. Um, but it's just amazing. Then she brought up Jay-Z during that whole performance, and and, you know, during Beyonce's Super Bowl performance, and it was just crazy. But anyway, 15 minutes or less, y'all. I gotta go. Love you. Bye.